Get confused. Okay, yes, now I'm live. Good morning. I was thinking about this weekend that I am really lucky because I eat happy. Now, what does eat happy mean? Well, I happen to know a lot of people, in particular, a lot of women that tell me they can't eat this, they can't eat that, they restrictive diet, they binge, they starve themselves, they worry about how they look all the time. And I'm not saying I couldn't afford to lose a few pounds, but I try to be honest with myself. I like sweets. I like going out for margaritas and chips and salsa or chips and queso. I like to enjoy life. I don't like to be restricted. I don't like to live in fear. And one of my dietitian friends challenged me, what the heck? How many supplements are you taking? So I do take a lot of supplements uh, fairly consistently, especially when I'm not traveling. I'm okay when I travel. Um, but I really kind of believe just be honest with yourself instead of like thinking you're horrible. Like I order a cheeseburger. You know, I have some guy friends that are like, we like going out with you. You order a cheeseburger instead of a salad every time you go out. You're not always worried about how you look or what you weigh or whatever. And for those of you that have heard me speak, you know that my goal is to teach you that hopefully your best side is your inside, not how perfectly you're put together or the outfits you wear. And it's fine to look nice and take care of yourself. But I listen to so many people one on one that really have a lot of self hatred, have a lot of self judgment, restrict what they eat, then binge behind doors, then purge. I mean, I'm talking about women in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s with massive disordered eating or eating disorders still because they control so much what they eat and they have such negative messages about what they eat. So I decided I'm going to be honest with myself. I'm going to eat what I want and drink what I want, and I'm going to be active because I'm an active person, but I'm going to use supplements. So I've been selling supplements for about 15 years. This is not a sales commercial at all. But one of my friends challenged me, what the heck are you taking and why are you taking it? So some of you have trouble sleeping, and in the middle of the night, maybe you get up and eat or go on Facebook, whatever. I tend to go on Facebook and buy things, or Instagram and buy things. And maybe I'm taking too many supplements. Please don't freak out in the comments, but I'm going to share with you what I'm taking and why I'm taking it. And maybe I'm a little overdoing it on the probiotic, but I have a reason for that too. Okay, I'm going to start with the first one, Prodentum. So I'm not getting anything for teaching you these. I'm just telling you why. Prodentum, I take, you brush your teeth first thing in the morning, and then right after you brush your teeth, you put one of these in your mouth and let it dissolve. So it's a probiotic for gum health, but it was designed by doctors in ENT, so ear, nose, and throat. And we know that a lot of infections, including heart disease, can sometimes escalate, if not start in our gums, right? In our blood source. And so Prodentum is one that I take. Let me get this right in the camera. There. This is one I take first thing in the morning. So you brush your teeth, then I take this, and then I take Leo for a walk. And I take it for gum health, teeth health, which I am terrified of the dentist, even though I go every 6 months. Wouldn't you rather take a probiotic for your mouth and keep your gums and teeth healthy? Plus, it was designed by ear, nose, and throat doctors, and we know that's all connected. As we get older, I can't ignore my health like I used to be able to do in my 20s and even my 40s. Being over 50 now, I have to pay attention. And so I'm not on any medications right now. I want that to last as long as possible. And so I use supplements. So this is the first one, Prodentum. I brush your teeth in the morning and then take that. So I have a full day trying to get my calendar. So take the Prodentum, then I take my dog for a walk, which you get movement and you get that. The second one I take is called Bountiful Beets. And I take this one because it's really good for your circulation and energy. And I personally love beets, but I don't eat them enough. And so I'm like, what if I could just take beets in a capsule? And yes, it's ideal to eat beets straight. It's ideal to have more fruits and veggies. But I'm just telling you, for those of you like me that like Doritos and chocolate cake and all the delicious things in life, supplements are a good way to fill in the cracks for what you don't. So this one for circulation and energy. And I take this on an empty stomach. So after I come back from my walk, I take this one. The next one I take is Provitalize. And also, why can't I get this right there? Also, I have a very sensitive stomach. I have a lot of allergies. I have sensitive skin. And so I'm trying to figure out what can I use. Provitalize is good for gut health. And so what can I use to not have a sensitive stomach as I age and be able to still enjoy the foods that I love? So this is the next one. Again, I'm taking this on an empty stomach. And then the next one I take is one that we've been selling for 15 years. It's an Advocare product. It's Probiotic Restore Ultra. And there's a lot of things that's good about this. It's good for your immune system, which we need all the help we can get to keep our immune system healthy as we get older. But it's also good. We used to call it, if you take your probiotic Restore Ultra, you'll have a PhD, and a PhD stands for Poop Happens Daily. I have been studying poop lately. I know that might seem weird, but a lot of people have constipation, explosive diarrhea, whatever it is. But a healthy poop should not be either. You should not be running to the bathroom with diarrhea. You should not be going, you should have a poop happens daily. It should happen every day, if not 2 to 3 times a day. If you think about how much you're putting in, how much is coming back. If you're drinking a lot of alcohol or restricting your food, you're much more likely to have constipation. So get the water back in there and then take a probiotic restorer. Poop happens daily. And not going to the bathroom regularly can make you so sick. So this is a really important one. I take this every day. This one is one without food. So you're taking these first 4 on an empty stomach, just water. Now, the next thing some of you are not going to like, especially you nurses and nutritionists, but I do like it. I don't always use it, maybe twice a week, but it's a fat burner, lemon ice fat burner. So I just mix this in about 4 ounces of water, and I'll mix this and take those first 4 with it on an empty stomach. So it's just something to stimulate your metabolism a little bit. As we get older, it's much easier to gain weight. So this is something I do maybe 2 to 3 times a week. I also drink Spark. I don't drink Spark every day, but Spark is another Advocare product. It tastes great. I'm all about things have to taste good and work. It gives me great focus. So today I have 13 meetings. So I'm starting my day with the Spark. I usually drink a Spark 2 to 3 days a week, and I drink a cup of coffee 2 to 3 days a week. But this is 15 calories, and my coffee that I like has vanilla creamer in it. And so it has a lot more than 15 calories. This also gives me a lot more focus. So I really like starting my day with Spark. Comes in about 13 flavors. It's an Advocare product. You can get it from me. I can send you the link. You can look it up online. But Spark is an energy drink, but doesn't give you that shakes, just gives you really focused. For someone like me with an ADHD brain and dyslexia, concentration and focus is hard. When I have 13 meetings in a day, I start my day with a Spark. I like grape because it reminds me of Kool-Aid. Some people don't, but it's good. The next supplement I use is this. And I don't know, this was definitely an infomercial in the middle of the night, but it's a gummy, an apple cider vinegar gummy. And yes, I know some of you are health nuts and you're on keto or you do the apple cider vinegar every morning. I'm not going to drink it. I'm just being honest. Like, I know there's a lot of people out there like me that are like, hey, it tastes horrible. I'm not doing it, even if it's good for me. So for me, I found these gummies. You take one, I take them kind of after I take the other stuff, and it's a little gummy. I take one. Probably the right directions is take 2 to 5 a day. A lot of these are take 2 to 5, but I find taking one even of each thing allows me to have some nutrition put into my body. So this is the next one. After that, I take only Monday through Friday, I take Brilla. So Brilla is for my friends and clients that have said, hey, Annie, how do you manage your ADHD? And Brilla is one of the ways. So it's a natural supplement instead of a medication, no side effects. I just take one of these in the morning during the week, Monday through Thursday for sure, sometimes Friday, depending on appointments. But walking every morning and making sure I stay hydrated and taking a Brilla helps me focus, concentrate, and get a lot of things done. I get a lot done in my day. And people ask me all the time, how do you have energy? How do you do so much? Well, I use supplements. I'm not necessarily the best eater, but I'm a happy eater. I'm not shaming myself if I want to have a cheeseburger or a steak or queso or go out for a margarita. I'm like, okay, that's what I feel like today. Because I watch so many women go to their graves still struggling with their weight and how they talk to themselves about their body. And I'm like, first of all, nobody's talking about you. Nobody's watching you. I remember a woman I met at a conference said, I always feel like people are staring at me at nutrition conferences because I'm heavy. And I'm like, just so you know, most people are not even noticing you because we're all caught up in our own heads and our own stories and challenges and circumstances. But if I could help women just relieve their pressure to be thin, to look a certain way, to eat a certain way, to hide when they want to eat junk food, and to just be like, be honest with yourself, fill in the cracks with supplements. I'm not saying eat whatever you want all the time, but don't have bad foods. There's no bad foods. Like, what if you were just nicer to yourself? Okay, the next 5 I'm going to show you are all with food. And when you don't take them with food, you do get a little shaky or a little dizzy. I was listening to a doctor this morning, and he was saying, when you have chronic headaches, in particular migraines, don't just drink water. Put some salt in that water. It's often because of a dehydration and salt. Okay, Live Pure. Live Pure is the next one. And this one is for overall optimal health and maintaining your weight. It could make you lose weight, but more than anything, just kind of maintaining so you don't keep gaining weight as you get older, okay? If you only took one of the supplements that I'm talking about today, this would be the one. And you want to take Live Pure and this one, Omega Plex. Omega Plex is a fish oil, okay? This is an Advocare product. So 4 of my products are Advocare: Spark, Probiotic, this one, and the multivitamin. But Omega Plex is good for so many things. The first thing that a lot of people don't talk about of why we need fish oil, almost need fish oil more than a multivitamin, more than any other supplement. And yes, you can get it through salmon, but if you're not going to eat salmon 3 times a week, take a supplement. So Omega Plex is good for your heart health. It's good for your brain health. I have a friend that's an eye doctor, and he's like, if I could tell people one thing, most people wait till they can't see to notice their eyes are deteriorating, but they actually deteriorate from the back forward, not the front back. We just notice from the front back, like if we can't see. So this one is really good for eye health, for overall wellness, for heart health, for brain. Take a fish oil. A quality fish oil should not leave you burping up fish taste all day. A quality fish oil, you can really feel just overall health. You're just boosting your immune system, just everything with Omega Plex. Whoops. So Omega Plex, that's another Advocare product. And unless you're going to eat salmon 3 times a week, which I know some of you will, but overall health and wellness, heart health, you really want to get a fish oil in your diet. So, so important. All right. The next one's kind of a newer product I've been using, but I've been reading more and more about turmeric, and I intend to put it in as a spice in a lot of foods. I just sometimes forget or I don't have it. And so for me, taking supplements easier. This is Naomi. Naomi is turmeric and resveratrol and inflammation. So a lot of times when you have sensitive skin like I do, it has to do with inflammation. Naomi. It has to do with inflammation in the skin. And then you can break out like with eczema or a rash or just be sensitive to things. Part of mine is allergies, but turmeric has a lot of benefits to it. So this, I like the name Naomi, but this provides anti-aging. Oh, let's read the back. Look at this. There's more information. Provides anti-aging and anti-inflammatory support. So for me, I bought it because of the anti-inflammatory. It aids in lowering your blood sugar. So many people are being diagnosed with diabetes. So what if you could take this and be preventative? Don't wait till you get sick. So lowering blood sugar. It's free of magnesium stearates. So that's good. No unnecessary, unnatural fillers. So I just feel like this is a great product. And anytime you can reduce inflammation in your body, you're going to reduce aches and pains in your joints. Unfortunately, again, as we get older, all the fun stuff. All right. The next one is Coreplex. And Coreplex is another Advocare product. Coreplex is 35 vitamins and minerals and just overall health and wellness, core nutrition. So even if you eat pretty clean, usually we're not getting enough. And so that's why I like supplements. Like some people are going to say, Annie, that is way too many supplements. And that's okay. I don't take them all every day. I don't take 3 to 5 of every one. I just take 1 most days. And for me, it keeps me healthy. It keeps me energized. And being a person that's on airplanes and with audiences and loves to give hugs to my clients, it is so important that I stay healthy so I can be out on the road, be with audiences, be with my clients. And my last one, I got also, this is another middle of the night infomercial problem, but I do love that it's good for your skin and gut health. And so I just think it's an important thing to take care of whatever we can in our body, preventative prior to getting sick. And I just say that I'm a happy eater because I don't want food to have power over you. And I don't want you to go through life so worried about what other people think, about how you look and what you're ordering and whatever, that you steal the joy out of life. We are not meant to be living led by fear. We're meant to be living led by joy, led by love, led by hope. And when we give ourselves that permission to live freely, to have a Dove love, if that's what we feel like, or a Dorito, if that's what we feel about, or ice cream, without shame and guilt, then it gives us peace. And that peace we bring into the world. Because if we're fear and anxiety driven about every decision in our life, but particularly about our food and our body and how we look, we're going to project that anxiety and fear into the world. And so I really want you to start this week thinking about what supplement could I bring into my life that would allow me to give myself some grace when I don't eat perfectly, when I don't do it all perfectly. And so I know that was a lot of supplements and that was fast, but if you have any questions or comments or thoughts, please feel free to write in the chat or send me a private message if you want to ask questions. But in particular for women, a probiotic every day. For all people, a fish oil every day. This is a lot of supplements, but man, I really care about my gum and teeth health. Your smile, it says so much, right? So take care of those teeth, take care of your skin, take care of your stomach, so you can live free. Because when you're unhealthy, there is no amount of money in the world that will make you feel free and happy. And as a previous gym owner for 12 years with 2 gyms, we've used Advocare for 15 years. My husband's very faithful, consistently uses the products every day, never misses a day, even when we travel. There is something to be said about taking care of your nutrition. And, yes, there's a time and place for medicine, but for me personally, a lot of family members have high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and heart disease. And I want to do everything I can to avoid that. And so for me, taking supplements is about filling in the cracks so I can stay healthy. I hope this helped you this Monday morning. I hope it started your day with a little bit of encouragement and ideas. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just trying to remind you, be kind to yourself and how you look. Look in the mirror and say how amazing you are. Don't judge what you eat. Instead, give yourself grace about that. Don't be secretive about it. And if you need to manage your portion controls, that can be a really healthy thing to do. But don't pretend like you're not going to eat this stuff and then go eat it in hiding. That's, I think, freedom, right? And just this Monday, to be kind to yourself, to like yourself, to look in the mirror and say you're awesome, to use supplements to fill in the cracks so you can be happy and enjoy food without guilt, without shame. I know that I'm not going to eat perfectly. And so supplements just help me feel good about what I do. And they give me the energy to keep doing the important work I get called to do. So I hope you have a marvelous Monday. And I'm so grateful for my listeners, my friends, my fans, the people that cheer me on and encourage me so I can keep going and cheer you on so you can keep going. So I am thankful for you. And I hope you all have a blessed and peaceful Thanksgiving, whether you're alone or with a big group. I hope you know that I'm thankful for you. And I hope you find a moment not only to be grateful for what you have, but to be generous and kind to another person that could use your encouragement. Take care and God bless.